2 weeks after I paid off my first car, it vanished. My aunt called laughing. My cousin Kevin took it because he deserved a break. I didn't argue. I showed up with a cop and my title. 2 weeks after my final payment cleared, I came home from a long shift, parked in my usual spot by the curb, and went inside for a quick shower. 30 minutes later, I walked back out. The car was gone. No broken glass, no oil trail, just empty asphalt and that sinking feeling in your gut when something's very wrong. I called the cops immediately. They showed up, took a report, asked if I had any enemies. I said no, but something felt off. This didn't feel random. Whoever took it either had the keys or knew where I hid my spare. Only 2 people had ever seen that hiding spot, my mom and my cousin Kevin. That night my phone buzzed. Unknown number. No words, just a photo. It was my car parked in a different driveway, and there was Kevin, shirtless, grinning, throwing up peace signs like he'd just won something. My blood went cold. Before I could even process it, my phone rang. Aunt Renee, Kevin's mom. "Hey, sweetie," she chirped like nothing was wrong. "Listen, don't panic, okay? Kevin's just borrowing your car for a bit. He's going through a lot right now, starting fresh. He deserves a break. You've got your own place now, right? You can manage without it for a little while." I sat there in stunned silence. Borrowing? I reported it stolen an hour ago. He what? I finally choked out. Renee laughed. Actually laughed. "Oh, honey, don't be dramatic. It's not stolen, it's family. Kevin just needed it more than you right now. We'll bring it back when he's back on his feet. Promise." I didn't yell. I didn't scream. I just hung up and stared at that photo. That smug grin. Those peace signs. Like my years of grinding meant nothing. But here's what they didn't know. I had the title. I had the registration. And now I had proof. That night, I didn't sleep. I paced my apartment thinking about every family gathering where Kevin got everything handed to him while I got told to be grateful for scraps. Every time I succeeded at something and got met with silence or resentment, it was always Kevin. Always. The next morning, I called a lawyer. Small-time guy named Mark, but sharp. I brought him everything. The title, the police report, screenshots of that photo, text messages, even Kevin's Instagram story from that night where he posted himself rapping in my driver's seat with the caption, "Fresh start, new whip, no stress." Mark looked it all over and smiled. "Luke, you've got a solid case. We're filing for a writ of replevin, a court order to retrieve stolen property. Once approved, law enforcement shows up and tows it. No more phone calls, no more begging, just consequences." 2 weeks later, Renee called again with an offer. "We've been thinking, since Kevin needs the car more than you, and since you're being so difficult, we'll give you $2,500 for it. $1,500 for a car worth triple that." They weren't planning to return it. They were planning to buy me out of my own property at a fraction of its worth, like they were doing me a favor. I hung up without a word. The court date came. I showed up early, folder under my arm, clearest head I'd had in months. Kevin rolled in late wearing a zip-up hoodie and that same smirk, like this was just some minor inconvenience. Renee was right behind him, phone already out. Judge Henderson didn't waste time. She asked Kevin directly, "Did the registered owner give you explicit permission to use this vehicle?" Kevin hesitated. "Well, no, but then this is unauthorized use of private property. In many cases, this qualifies as theft." Renee jumped up. "But he's family. You can't seriously treat this like a crime." The judge turned to her calmly. "Ma'am, familial relation does not override ownership rights. The law does not grant immunity to relatives simply because they feel entitled." Kevin's face went red. That smug confidence cracked. Judge Henderson ruled immediately. "This court grants the writ of replevin to Mr. Carter. Law enforcement will retrieve the vehicle today." That afternoon, I stood in Kevin's driveway next to a deputy as a tow truck backed up toward my car. Kevin didn't come outside. He stood behind the curtain, just a silhouette watching. Renee came out flailing her arms. "You're ruining his life over a car!" I didn't even look at her. I signed the release papers, nodded to the driver, and watched my car roll up onto the flatbed. Then I finally turned to Renee. "No," I said. "He ruined his life the moment he decided to take something that wasn't his. I'm just collecting what's mine."